This video is brought to you by the 9% and is powered by Petty Vision Productions. Now sit back and enjoy the show.
Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink cause I think I'm going all in. Get me a shrink who can catch me when I'm falling. Cover up my scars, flip the handlebars. Crashing in my car, wake up in a bar. I'll be a superstar, just on my avatar. This world is so bizarre, empty out the reservoir.
What up, though? We on the petty couch. We on the petty couch. Girl, dad, what up, though? Brown's my brother. What up, though? My 33, Mr. Gary Busted Down Brown. What up, though? Miss Tracy, what up, though? Hey, I was with you on Clapper. For a minute earlier. Shout out to Miss Tracy, man. Hey, y'all, what up, though, man? Hey, yeah, I just wanted to tap in real quick with this. The link is pinned. Feel free to hit the link if y'all want to add any of y'all stories. You know, we on the petty couch today. This is a judgment-free zone where you can pop off and talk your petty mouth, right? But look, man, I've been y'all know I come from like that KB sector, and there's been a lot going on this week over there, and it's like I was just thinking, like, bro, this YouTube thing, like. We was on BDB channel the other day, and we was playing that Are You Smarter Than the... No, what was we playing? We was playing, come on now, y'all. What is the name of it? Family Feud. And they was talking about, like, 90s soap operas, right? And that just made me think, like, the stuff that's going on here, it's like a soap opera. It's like, you know, people got, like, storylines with drama and beef and stuff on here. And it's wild, because I'm like, damn, YouTube... It'd be like a modern day soap opera, man. That's just how I'm looking at it. It's like usually a lot of the stuff that go on here, like with people talking about people on here, it's like usually you wouldn't care unless if it was like celebrity. Like I seen this one lady, I was just telling sis this. I seen this one lady talking about, oh, look how dirty this lady is, and she showed a pan. The realest one in the building. What up, though? Prayers. What up, though, bro? And she showed a lady. She showed a pan, right? And the pan, it was like bent in a corner, and it had like some. You can tell it been through some cooks, right? And I'm thinking like, damn, I got a casserole dish with some black shit on it that never came out, and I still use it. Like, that shit normal, like, and then he like, look how dirty these people's house is. And I'm looking like, shit, you know, my kids run through here. Look, I ain't a dirty person, but when my kids run through this house, man, it take a minute to get all this shit. And you catch me at the wrong time, you gonna say I got a dirty house too, you know. But we clean, you know. I clean my house up. I ain't got no bugs in here. All the animals in here I bought and paid for, you know, just my dog. But yeah, but it's like. Man, like we expect, I don't know, man. Like I said, it's like a soap opera. Man, you hearing the people cheering, it's like, damn, man, you probably got a couple of those pans, don't you? Nate the Great is in the building. What up, brother? Appreciate you. Rooted, what up, my brother? Rooted. Hey, yeah, I still got the Word channel on, but yeah, we over here on Petty Vision. No, we just talking about how this YouTube thing, like, in my opinion, man, this is like a soap opera. It's like, look, you know, I come on here and try to be as transparent as possible. You know, I try to show people I'm a real person. You know, I try not to, you know, people say that the whole better than some. I don't try to present myself like that. I try, but then people don't appreciate that. People appreciate the celebrities, right? The ones who got it all and know it all. That's what people appreciate. Is those people. When you're a regular person, people take that for granted. And shit, sometimes they overlook you, you know. But that comes with the territory, I guess, huh? with being real. You know, you try to be real, somebody will try to find something fake about you. But it's yeah, tuning into these different channels, man. Like I said, it's people that I like. So like I said, I'm a real person, man. I'm not gonna sit up here and act like I don't watch the beef and I don't watch the drama. I ain't getting in that shit. I'm straight, but I'll watch. So just like a TV show. You know, I watch it. You know, we all watch drama movies and drama TV shows. So I'm not about to sit up here and act like, oh, I'm too good to watch the beef channels. Nah, that should be wild, man. And sometimes it'd be like watching National Geographics to me. I'm just being real. If you like watching National Geographic, like watching it, like I would not go in nature and watch two bears fight, but I'll watch it on TV. You know, I will not go in nature and watch two lions fight. Nah, because they might look at me like, okay, let's stop beefing and let's get this mother. You know, that's how the lions might. So I'm not going in nature and watch that. But I'll watch it on TV. Now, I ain't about to get in no beef. I ain't about to get on here doing none of that stuff. But I watch it. You know, I don't donate to it, and I'm not about to sit here and act like I don't or I'm above that because that's not reality. You know, the reality is having people to say, "Oh, I don't want the drama. I want their ass be right there in the chats with it." if they favorite, if their favorite creator is about that shit, they about that shit, man. They watch. I ain't saying they getting into it. Shit, some people do. Shit, you see some people in the Christian channel 1 minute, and then 5 minutes later they over in the beef channel. Like, hey, you know, it is what it is. That's life. That's not. I mean, it's there. You know. So no, I ain't gonna act like. But anyway, like I said, I come from that sector, and it's so many people reacting to this one video, right? And I want to do it so bad, but I think I'll probably be the only one to reacted that don't have some type of biasness towards it. That's just my opinion. I think because when you have a history with people, it's hard not to have some type of attachment, if it's physically or mentally, some type of attachment to uh, breaking down the scenario or situation. It'll be very hard, and you can hear it. But I want to break it down, but I'm not gonna do it because I ain't with the drama. I ain't trying to get in. Watch it. That's gonna be my hashtag. I ain't about that drama. Watch it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I wish they changed the salute emoji to dirt. Yeah, that's probably one of the only ones you can't change, huh? That's messed up. You been people. No matter how genuine they go dig. Yeah, man. Shout out my boy Nate the Great in the building. I gotta I don't even think I'm on this. Yeah, I am on the channel, but my wife just took that. My wife watching it on the tablet. So my wife actually, if somebody get blocked and it say it was me, it was not me, it was the wife. Yeah, but see, and then it don't grow because that's the thing too. I want to talk about. It's just that pocket, that sector. So it don't translate to out into the other community, right? Like ain't no gamers unless they about that. Go watch that. Ain't no people from the shoe. Ain't nobody coming on here watching kittens about to watch all that. So I mean they get it from the core group that watch it. Yeah, you'll get views, you'll get donations, but that ain't something to translate beyond that genre. It don't translate to nothing else. So you kind of stuck, and then you got to keep it up. Because it'll be the next hot thing, the next hot roaster. You know what I'm saying? So you got to keep up. So and that's just to keep what you got. And I think that's where people get lost at instead of trying to grow. And it's hard, like because when you known for certain things, ain't nobody gonna really want to deal with you outside of that. You know what I'm saying? Like me. if I go on the deep end and just start roasting people and people know me for that, and then I say, hey, well, let me go over to this life coaching circle. These people talking about um, spirituality is that they ain't gonna want me over there. They ain't gonna take me serious over there. I'm just saying because it's like some people I would. I'm just being honest. I wouldn't take them serious if they came over here trying to do content with me. I wouldn't take it serious. Like how this ain't what you do. You known for that. Like you're really known for that. So now you coming over here, that shit don't even look right. You know, that don't look right. So that won't translate. So yeah, that's why I don't even they validate their own mama. If it meant a click or two, they put themselves in the box. Yeah, yeah, man. That's the only thing is like you put yourself in that box and it's hard to get out of. Um, it's hard to get out of. I mean, you can just tear everything down and go somewhere else, but you will be once you're known for that, especially depending on how far you're trying to take something. Like if you're trying to be a well-known content creator that do some positive shit and people want to link up with you and start a brand or a business behind it, you can't come from that. Ain't nobody gonna take you serious. You know, if you're known for snaking people or like doxing and you know, like ain't nobody gonna take you serious. And I mean, once people you done built a history, and it's not even a history because it's current, right? It's on YouTube. It's documented, so it'll take you a while to shift that. But and it depends because, like I said, you got sis like intrinsic. Intrinsic came from there, but you can tell she was doing what she doing now. She was doing it the whole time. She looked awkward. They used to call her a pastor. She looked awkward roasted. So her transitioning to doing something new, but look what she did. Exactly what I said. She erased her whole channel and started a whole new one. She's not trying to bring anyone from over there. She's just trying to do her thing right here to start organically. That's what you will have to do. If you want to change, you have to change like that. Like she threw away her old channel and started a brand new one. And she's not trying to get the people from over there to come over here. She's looking for new people. So, I mean, she got some trolls that come from over there, but she handled them so eloquently. Master class of class. Shout out to the System Transit. Commanders in the building. What up, though? What up, Nine? What up, Nine? Hey, man, y'all already know. My bro woke 33. You woke, brother? My 33 brother woke. Gary, bust it down. Brown, what up? And y'all know y'all got Mr. Active Quarterly in the building. And then you got the Money Man. Money, 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 money. So, Prayers, you'll be Ted DiBiase of the group. You'll be the Ted DiBiase. Prayers will kick my ass. Ted DiBiase was cool, though. He was cool when he was a heel. He was a good heel. I don't know. Did he ever win the championship belt? They should let him have it for that. He ain't need no championship belt. He had the $1 million dream belt. Girl Dad is in the building. What up, brother? I don't know if I said what up to you. If I didn't, I apologize. I apologize. Yeah, but it's been like a soap opera. So it's just been hiding and ducking low with the just watching, man, and learning. You can learn from other people's mistakes. And I hear like when people say don't trust nobody, I see why. When people say groups are bad, I see why. I can see why. I can see the negative things they say. And that's how I understand how to do it the right way is by learning from how people did it the wrong way. And, I was looking back through my content and, a year ago I was doing videos, a year ago around this time, doing videos on why groups are bad and how to properly form groups and, talking about stuff like that. And it's funny that I've been touching on it, coming full circle because sometimes you need a constant reminder because I done said something one day that you got a whole year to see if it worked or not. And now we can come back and re-examine it. And it's dope because if you look at everything I said in those videos, I did that. I didn't put the nine together off of no bullshit, off of no trauma bonding. I didn't put the nine together because I wanted to dominate or rule over people. I put the nine together because we're a group of people, a league of extraordinary individuals. But we're a group of people who came together for some positive things and to support one another, networking, supporting. We just did it intentionally and put a name on it, brand it out. There's a brand. It's many things, but um, negativity, it is negative exists in life. This this is this is something I remind myself every day, right? No matter how hard you work, no matter how positive you be, negativity still exists. It's never gonna be enough for somebody, but that's okay. As long as you recognize it, as long as you keep pushing forward, as long as you appreciate it. And the time that I take to focus on the naysayers is the time I take off of my vision, my business, my positive people. That's just it. And it's a constant reminder. You got to constantly, because you get tested on different levels, man. Levels. And not just on here, like you go through stuff in real life. Like I've been, I ain't gonna use the term sick, but it's been a rough couple 2 weeks for me, right? 3 weeks really, but it's been rough. And you go through that, and then you look and like, well, is doing this even worth it? Coming on here and like I said, it may not seem like it to people, but I really do put a lot of effort. I put a lot of love. I put a lot of good intention. Like I really do want to help. I really do want to give y'all information, give my people, information they may not have. Not because I'm smarter than somebody or I'm better. No, because it's like, look, man, I had to go find it. So if I can give it to my people, maybe they can do something with it. Because I know I did once I found it, So I just be trying to put people up on game. And then you look, after going through your own personal stuff, and then you look like, is it even worth it? Like, why am I, do people even appreciate this? But then you get people who say they do. But it's like, I understand now. I used to always wonder. I was just telling Tata. I used to always wonder why people withhold information. Like when we talk about all this occult or ancient wisdom, I'm like, why do people withhold it? And I see why now. To be honest with you, I see why. And this ain't no shot against nobody, but I'm just saying, in general, on the mass scale, not the people appreciating me in this chat, but like I've been on YouTube for a whole year, and a lot of the concepts that I told y'all, showed y'all, you have to go study, and some of it in occult books is hidden knowledge. And I know I be making things sound easy or normal or simple, but when you start applying it or seeing it in life, you be like, damn, this is deep. I've been giving it away for a whole year. I gave people access to me for a whole year. Ask me anything you want. And I don't know, is it my presentation? It might be, people don't appreciate when you think of something, you look at the package first, right? So, but this is the whole point I'm making. I see why people hide it or keep it because most people, when I say not worthy of it, it's like people not even really interested. People ain't interested on elevating or expanding their consciousness. What? You ain't never lied, fam. I'm always in the middle of something going on. Yeah, but I see why people withhold it because people they don't want this. People want to be entertained, not educated. You know, people rather be entertained before they're educated about something. And then I don't know. Maybe if I come on here with all my degrees and certificates and say something, people will be like, "Oh, well, yeah, he know what he's talking about." Maybe I should do that. I'm gonna try that one day. Y'all hear my wife? Yeah, they say hi, Mrs. Word. Gary said hi. Hi, everyone. Mm-mm. Being loud, that's natural. Mhm. That's natural. I love you guys. She said she love you guys. Okay. Yeah, because you woke her up. Okay. But go if I start pinching stuff again. Did you tell me what you're doing to me? You're violating my rights. How am I violating your right? When I gave you the ring and signed that paper, I paid for all that. You did. It's all yours. Here. That's mine, huh? Add it. Okay, come get it. All right. Now I'm gonna violate her right. You ain't got no right. That's my property. What is you talking about? I do whatever I want when I want. Got me bent. Oh man, and I'm not joking. Happy wife, happy life. All love, yeah, man. It's yeah, she be tripping. Talk about violating my right. What right? You have the right to remain silent. I do what I want. That's the right you got. Oh man, yeah, I be talking smack. But yeah, soap opera, man. I don't know as the tube turns, the guiding tube. I don't know, man. But yeah, I just realized, people come on here for different reasons, right? Everybody do. We all do. We all got different reasons why we come on here. And just understand that me personally, I always said understanding those different reasons is important because you know how to interact with different people. Certain levels you'll interact with people on, and I'm still learning it, right? I'm still learning it. It's like some people, like the whole 9%, like when you hear say it's bigger than YouTube, you know, not everybody will be willing to try to build off of YouTube, So, but there are individuals who are. So we look at the 9% um, as something bigger than YouTube. So yeah, even though we might be on YouTube with it, having fun and stuff, but we know it's bigger than that. So there's certain things that um, is things that's important to us and that might not be important to people, um, other people. So I guess that's the best way to say it. Oh man, yeah, I heard about the portal. I haven't seen it. I'm waiting for I am to come on. I bet you he did because he's down in the city. I think I am is in the D. I think I am is in the D. But yeah, this yeah, I just been trying to oh, uh-oh, the alpha's in the building.
What up, Nine?
What up,
How's it
nine?
going? This is
What is,
Petty Vision, right?
this
Am
is
I at the right
Petty
place?
Vision. You are in the house. You are in the place to be right here. I'm
All
gonna
right, who else is coming up? Come
Tay
on,
was
chat.
supposed to come. Where's Ted? Let me tell. I'm gonna text Ted now.
Somebody else hit the link. Nate, baby. Oh, I hear an echo.
I wasn't nobody even on the word. I mean, a couple people was over there. So Gary came over. Is Miss Tracy over here? I believe Miss Tracy is over here. Miss Tracy was over there. Um, who else was over there? Yeah, it was Dee Dee, Dee Dee, Dee Dee, Dee Dee, Dee Dee, Dee Dee. How did I miss Dee Dee? Realist is in the building at Miss Tracy over here. Miss Tracy was over there. Yeah, but I think, and then I started late. My wife was, she was walking around the house in a certain way that kind of distracted me. I couldn't keep my hands to myself, so I started pinching things, and then she started getting the. So it's the wife fault.
So what petty stuff have you been watching?
Man, dude,
Petty stuff lately?
I've been trying to stay like I've been watching, and I'm not gonna say no names because I'm close to this sector, but that KB sector, man, it's so much stuff going on there, and I'm like, man, this is wild. How like people, I don't know, man,
How
is
people waste their time arguing about nothing?
yeah, and it'd be like a lot of it be like misunderstandings, but by the time you figure out it's a misunderstanding, all this other stuff can happen in the middle because this person was mad and that person was mad. And now what was little is now huge because I'm looking like, oh man, that shit is wild. Nate did a good show earlier, and when I came on the panel, we started talking about, the importance of communication. So I think that was dope. But that's what's missing a lot is like people just talking. Like we just need to talk.
Well, I think what's missing is like grace and giving
Hmm.
people allowances. People make mistakes. Some people are having a bad day.
Yeah,
Understanding why they're reacting that way.
and that's why like when people be like first impressions is important. That's why it's really not important to me because first impression, maybe what if that person having a bad day? Like people forget how well I don't want to say real, but like when you looking at other people, people forget how messed up life is for them, or just reality in itself. Like, look, we all got quirks, we all fall short at something, but like when you looking at someone else, like they got to be perfect and they can't make mistakes. The mistakes, if you make a mistake, then it's over with. Then, like, man, that's weird. Gary, my busted down brother, Gary
What
Brown.
up,
I done
Gary?
said all that messed up.
Yeah, that ain't sound right. I'm just saying.
Bust it down, Brown. Busting it down, Sir Brown.
I hope don't nobody clip that one. I don't know what the hell I just said. I don't know. Man, you gotta excuse me, man. Yeah, I had a long day. I had a long day.
I was about to say you had a long day, huh?
Yeah, I've been up since 7 this morning, man. And I ain't go to sleep until like four maybe.
Yeah, y'all good. Y'all good. I can't do that. I'll be trying to catch you, and then sometimes realists be on. I'll be trying to catch him. I'll catch him about 5. Like, oh man, quick naps.
Hmm.
Yeah, but we can't keep worrying about what these crazy people is going through, man, on these YouTube streets, man. They not even making sense. The math ain't mathing or nothing.
Yeah, bro. Man, yeah, I'm not even. It's petty
You,
vision, but I'm not gonna get petty.
you know what I think it is? It's like I don't know, like their aggression therapy. Like, come on here and just let it loose. Just let it loose on someone.
Man, listen,
But at the end of the day, I don't think they feel better.
they don't even care. That's the funny part about it. They don't care, right? They don't care that they're tearing down people's lives. They don't care about people's feelings. They don't care about none of that stuff. That's why I went on a little rampage. Well, I ain't gonna call it a rampage. I just started doing things. I miss Ryder because Ryder would have wrote a poem about it. So I'm just writing poems to everybody else. Shout out to Ryder. Hope she's doing well. But it's just time to should give people their flowers while they still here, man. We can't wait for nobody to be going through something and say, "Oh man, I wish I could do something." If you could do something now, just do it. Like we can't. Like what are we holding on? What we waiting for? Let's just do it now. Just start handing people their flowers. That's why we went out
Well,
there and did all them poems.
You know, I've seen or been around. I've not met these people, but people that have passed away, right? And there's all this beef, and then once they pass away, all of a sudden now they're the greatest people, and the
Hmm.
people that they were beefing with are crying on their channel. Like, come on, is that real or is that just for content? Like now they're gone, and now you feel bad.
I
It's
can't listen. Go ahead, word.
and see that's what I'm saying. That's one of like what Gary said. Don't um, like I don't know what's content and I don't know what's real no more. I don't know. It's like, and it's distracting to me because I just want to build, and it's like dealing with other things, like dealing with, like I talk about personalities, I talk about behavior, and okay, I promised I'm not. Okay, go ahead, Gary.
Nah, yeah, you gotta hold that off. I can say it though, cause I ain't in those meetings yet. But it's just a simple fact that, man, if you're gonna say something, you gotta portray it in real life, right? So, for example, if you sitting there telling somebody, listen, if you need a shoulder to cry on or ear to vent to, I'm here, and somebody calls it out and try it, that's the testimony that you need. Because at the end of the day, if somebody does it and then they react to it and then it's being received by that same person, you can do what you need to do. Because I know my cousin said the content is your character. So if it's your character, you got to live that thing out every day of your life. You can't just come up here and say one thing and then turn around and do something foolish or the opposite of what you're saying that you're going to do. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
The thing that, and that's what I constantly try to do. You know what I mean? I speak to a couple of people in the back, you know what I mean? And hopefully they could say, you know what? No matter what Gary does or what he says, when I reached out to him, he said he did exactly what he said he would do. No questions asked, no judgment, and so on and so forth. And that's the thing that I'm trying to show, that there's actual people that can really stick to their guns, so to speak, as far as keeping their word. Because the only thing we got, like Tony Montana said, the only thing I got is my word and my balls. That's all I got in life. And if I get
Hmm.
rid of one, I don't have. I'm less of a man for it. So all we can do is keep going with what we're doing and continuously try to stick to our guns, and that's all we can do.
And that's the that's what I try to stay consistent in is just doing what I say and say what I do. But here is a bit difficult, because you dealing with real live people, and you can have all intentions to do the right thing and be the right thing, and people still, do their thing. So you got to focus on being consistent in what you do and evading and interacting with. Man, this shit wild, bro. I'm trying to. Okay, that's ended. I'm trying to end. Did that live end over there?
Yeah, there's always going to be people that try to bait you. Always in real life, on here, especially if they think you're like they'll try to break you to see like, oh, this person's not really this way. We're gonna
Yeah.
bait them and pull out that other side. Watch.
And that should be
Expose them, right?
weird. It'd be weird. And I just like and then as soon as I say like why do people do that, then you get a reason why people do it because some people need to be exposed. Like it's some shit like it's some stuff that people do on here. Like I'd be like, okay, yeah, they need to be exposed because they doing some foul shit, right? They scamming or they pedos. Like those people need to be exposed. But it's like people be going on witch hunts though sometimes, bro. And it'd be like, well, how long you go test me or do this shit to see if I'm different? How long? How long is this gotta last? And it's like, and then me being me, it's like I try not to complain. I try, but I'm human, bro. You know I'm tired, and it gets tiring after a while. Like because I mean, it's easy to say ignore. Like, man, if y'all really knew, like this last year, what I've been through on here, all the the bullshit that happened, man. And I just come on here, be the word, go off, don't say nothing. And then it's like with some things, it's like, man, it's like when people, like when it started unfolding and you like, damn, like this person really tried to, do me wrong or do something to hurt me, and I ain't never did nothing. And you run into a couple people like this, and you still be you. I
Yeah.
don't complain about it. It's easy to say ignore it, but when the shit keep happening, you get tired in real life. Like I wouldn't like, nah, you ain't gonna keep doing this shit and think everything's smooth. That's just not. I never said I was that person. I never said I was turn the other cheek. Nah, I'm this. You know the type of person I am. If you fuck with me, I make you stop. Like I make you. That's the type of person I am. I will make you leave me alone. Ain't no turn the other cheek with me. But on here, it's like, how you gonna make somebody do something? But it's
Right.
like, you keep pushing, and I'm not bothering nobody. And like I said, I don't complain, but it's like after a while, you just get to the point, and then like, I'm dealing with real life shit. Like, I got kids, I got businesses I'm trying to get, and people on here playing games. Like, ain't nobody that important on here for me to be doing none of the shit. Like all that subliminal, y'all ain't important. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just being real. Like, ain't nobody that damn important to me on here. Not to be doing that shit. Like I'm rearing kids. Like I'm a father that's in his kid's life. Anybody who know me, spoke to me off of here, always hear me with my kids, man.
Most people have kids though, the word.
Hmm.
They do. They're just.
But they ain't rearing them. They raising them. A lot of these people have kids raising them, but they ain't rearing them. Is the word? And those,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? There's a difference in them words. And some people with kids, they big ass kids themselves. So it's like a kid raising a kid. Let me stop.
I've experienced too, like the people that I've been the most good to are the ones that do me the most dirty. And that hurts.
Mm-hmm.
And that's another concept that we have to really take into account, right? We see so many people that they have been scarred by a person, but they'll treat that scarred person like they're the greatest person in the world. And then the people that's trying to support them or uplift them or encourage them, they treat them like straight trash. That just goes to show you how much the world is in reverse and how much people on YouTube they're in reverse. How is it possible that if you ask for somebody to be kind and be
Mm-hmm.
respectful and hear you out, and as soon as they do that, you find the smallest thing to give them your butt to kiss. But the person that's tearing you down, you give them so much respect, so much love, so much grace. What are we
Yep.
here for? I totally understand what you're saying, but at the end of the day, I also understand that there's people that hear our voices, but it may be our voices may be being drowned, but the person at the bottom of the ocean can hear it, is trying to swim their way up to the surface. So that's the only thing that keeps me going forward with whatever I'm doing, or whatever I'm trying to do as far as be a sounding board for some people. So that's what gives me the encouragement to do that.
And you know what keep me going, bro? You, Tay, Anti, the Nine, the people who come in the chat, those people, because looking at the rest of the world and looking on YouTube, it ain't worth it to me, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's not even worth my time. But I know when I come on here, I got y'all, and y'all value, or I say at minimum, y'all appreciate what I do. So that's why I keep coming back, because of y'all. But if I had to look out at the world, I wouldn't. I'd be like, fuck the world, man. World don't care. I will say that. I say,
Both of
oh
you guys are
man.
awesome. Both of you guys are awesome. And I don't know as far as everybody else, but I can see it. But like, how Gary's talking about in reverse, I call it upside down world. I think a lot of people are so
Mm.
like broken and they don't even know. They just like sway which way the wind goes. They're out here not wanting to face their reality, maybe, they don't want to
And
change.
you know what? I'm not gonna say all, but it's I didn't do the show, but I'm gonna end up doing it. Emotional addiction too. Um, like I used to wonder why, and then it's what you condition to, right? So when I say emotional addiction, I mean you're used to like the negative people, right? We know what to expect from them. We don't expect nothing more than what they get. But when somebody come good and you're not conditioned or you're not used to it, you you revert back to what you know, and it's okay. Eventually, what do they say? If something is too good to be true, it is. So you look for things because this new thing or this positive thing, it can't be real and it can't last forever. This person can't be good, can't be perfect. So people start looking for things. And why do they treat that other person better? Because they know what to expect, but they think if they do this or they do that, they go get a different result. So it's a emotional addiction encumbered with conditioning. You condition to people doing fuck shit, so you know what to expect. Versus someone who coming real and
I
you don't
agree.
have that experience. You don't know what to expect. That's fearful sometimes. Not knowing. Sound weird, but
I agree. It's kind of like when you have a father that's really hard and not accepting of you, and you're trying to do everything to like get their attention,
hmm
versus the one that's accepting and loving, and you're just like, oh, I know they're gonna be there all the time. They're gonna be there all the
hmm
time. I'm over here trying to,
exactly.
you know, kiss up to this other person to get attention
I did that
with
with my
super
stepdad.
chats and all that.
Mm. Blue Lotus, what up, Blue? You found me over here, Blue.
Hi, Blue
Shout out to
Lotus.
Blue.
Yeah, it's just crazy how so many people want to make your good evil spoken of. You know what I mean? Like if you sitting here, for example, I'm a use the nine, right? Commander puts it so eloquently, right? It's a group of individuals, right? And so I was listening to somebody who I was at the round table channel, right? And she's like, listen, how many people in a group can how many people that goes into a group can still be an individual in said group? And I'm like, yo, that's the same thing that Commander says. And I'm like, how could two people that may or may not have spoken to one another can confirm the same thing that one person's been saying for an entire 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 months? What is it that everybody hates about the fact that somebody's trying to collaborate with individuals that want to have the same success for each and every one of the people that's in said group? It's no we got to stop. We got to stop trying to be crabs in a barrel. We got to start elevating. So if you get out, you might can send the rope to come get me out. But because y'all don't want to see
Mm.
somebody prosper, y'all want to just keep pulling at the leg and hold them down. Y'all want to be shackles and hold somebody back. We got to learn how to stop doing that as a society, as a group, as a nation, as a community, as a tribe, however you want to do it, however you want to say it, we have to stop doing that. You should be happy if somebody comes up. You should be happy if someone is becoming successful. You should be happy if someone finds love. You should be happy about all of these things. Even if they have to be separated from us because they have a new beginning, the fact that their beginning is new is a plus. Stop trying to change their life and help somebody improve it.
And that's all facts, bro. And I try because that like man, if people understood how methodical I am, bro. Um that's what like Tay anti they tell you. When I created it, I told them I don't want y'all to change. I want y'all to be y'all. We coming together as individuals, but we have a common goal. How do you build a group and keep your individuality? By keeping your individuality, by having a goal. Most people who come together, they don't have a goal. So it's nothing to inspire to. So we can get to this goal using our own unique ways, our own unique talents, our own unique skills. We can all contribute to one another and still reach this goal. We don't have to be the same to no. Some of these concepts people accept is just crazy to me. Like individualism, you lose it when you come into a collective. No, you don't. That you lose it when you give it away. That's how you lose anything. Is by either giving it away or not taking care of it. That's how anything becomes lost. You either wasn't paying attention to it and it got from out your field of vision, or you gave it away.
Yeah, it's just like, when people go to, people go to the church and they say, you know what, the devil made me do it. The devil doesn't have that type of power. The only power that he has is what you give to him. If you
Mm,
incentivize his energy, you are making him stronger. If the God in you, if the God that you serve, if you give him the power, if whatever it do, or however you do it, whether it's praising, worshiping, whatever it is, you incentivize him. You giving him the power. It's all coming from your energy. It's come from out of you and it sprouts up. That's why we keep talking about seeds and things like that, because once it's rooted, it has to come out. And what people also don't understand is that the roots is the same way as the tree coming out is the roots going in. It's the same thing. It's the same development at the same time. So you got to be rooted. So you got to make sure that you standing on your foundation in order to understand what you're doing is for you. It has to be for you and nobody else. It pours out to somebody else, but if you don't have it to pour out, you ain't pouring nothing. So that's what we have to understand as well.
yeah, that's what bro, I've been trying to tell people that since I came on here. Like, the only thing that's gonna come out of you is what's in you. I think that's going over people's head. Bro, if you got evilness in you, that's what's gonna come out. If you got happiness in you, that's what's gonna come out. So whatever comes out of you is what's in you. That's all that's gonna come out. Easy concept, but hard to comprehend, I guess. So when I say that, I'm telling people, look at your actions. Look what you're doing. Look what you're saying. That's in you. The way you think. You know, like when you there's like when they say when you accuse someone, a lot of times you like the first three letters of the word as, right? So I used to tell people, um, like when they used to accuse me of things, I used to tell them the only thing you're doing is showing me how your brain works, because I didn't do that. I know I didn't do it, but you showing me how you process information. Like that's so. A lot of times when you say stuff, you need to be mindful of how you say it, because you're telling people how you think. People overlook that a lot. I don't. Like the way people process stuff and look at stuff, it tells a lot about them. How you take. We can both see the same thing at the same time, right? And I can say, "Oh, just say an incident happened. Say, we walking down the street and a young lady run out of the house, and she, ain't got no clothes on, and she don't ask for help. She just take off running, and we both see it, right? I could look at it like, oh, something happened to her. She in danger. But you can look at it like, man, she got caught busting it open and she trying to get away. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
it tells, but the way we both perceive it, like our first perceptions of it, before we know what happened, tells a lot about how our brain processes things. One person may look at it like, oh, she need help. Don't nobody just come out half naked running. That's weird. She need help. Then another person be like, oh no, I didn't seen that before. She trying to get away before an old lady get home and she just ain't had time to put her clothes on. You see what I'm saying? But it's telling you those two perceptions. It's telling you how that person processes or how that person thinks.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. It's just like, okay, it's like, let's just go with that example, right? You see something like that happen, right? Let's just say it's a family member, right? So then you turn, it's me and you walking. You like, yo, I'm gonna go do something about that, and I'm like, nah, I ain't gonna do nothing about that. Fall back. You're like, what the hell wrong with you? And then I would say, you know what? It's very possible we go in there and punish that person that did this. This woman will go back and run right back to him anyway. So what's the point of
Mm-hmm.
defending her honor? You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta use the power of observation. You gotta observe. That's why it's always good to be quiet. Just sit back and just watch. If you watch and see things the way that they're supposed to see, you don't have to listen to understand. Your eyes can't lie to you. What you see is what you see. Unless you delusional, unless you see mirages or things like that. Your eyes are gonna tell you everything that's in front of you. So when we start doing that and we start listening to people because we ain't using the third eye in the first place, because we're not understanding what's being said or heard or listened to, things are never going to change in that format.
Yeah. Hey, hold it down for 1 second. The wife need me for 1 second.
I got you. I got you. Go
Prez is in
ahead.
the chat. What's up, Prez? Come on up. The link is at the top. It's pinned. It's Petty Vision
Yeah,
time.
yeah, y'all can get petty with it, but at the same time, like I know we on petty vision, but we also here, to support the word. You know what I mean, and support
Yeah.
his situation, not a situation, his movement. It's not even a movement. I don't even know what to call it right now. His actions. We're trying to support his actions. Whatever he's
Yeah.
doing, he's doing it for the right reason. We know he's doing it because he has that compassion in his heart, even though he don't like to be around a bunch of people. He likes to help a bunch of people. They was talking about the 33, the master number 33, the other day, him and Tay. And when you have that compassion and you have that love, it doesn't. It's very easy for somebody to say, you know what, I'm here for you. It's very easy to say, yo, if you need somebody, you know what, I'm here for you. It's not that hard, but because we're around a bunch of demon seeds, we're always gonna be drowned out. You know what I mean? So we just have to continue to go forward with it and be the best us that we can be. You know what? Because at the end of the day, that's why me personally, whoever I'm watching is helping me to help somebody else, right? Like Prez and Lisa J, they're good with investments, so I share their content, right? Uh, 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 you know, there's a couple people that I support and share their content because it's a meaningful aspect for somebody around here. I can share Tay's content when she's talking about cooking and giving information. I can share anti because anti is different. Anti is coming out of a shell. So I want people to see the progress that she's made from becoming like the little quiet person. And now she's blossoming into different aspects because she's growing
Right.
in front of our very eyes. So I could share
Right.
her content. I could share intrinsic content because she's coming from one place to another, from a crazy place to now a peaceful one, and she's showing her transition. You could show things like that, but there's so many people that they just are so afraid of changing because they want to be an old dog. But guess what? You can teach an old dog new tricks as long as he's willing to learn. If you're willing to learn, it doesn't matter how old you are. You can
As
still
long as you're
learn
here, it's
something.
not too late. As long as you're here.
Absolutely. And that's what everybody has to understand as far as, you know, coming into this thing called life. We can still learn as we could be 117 years old. As you tell me something new, it's new to me. I want to know about it. But a closed mind can't be fed either. So when you don't open your mind, it won't be fed. That's why people are going through those mental situations because they keep closing their minds and keeping the nonsense that's in there. It can't flow out.
And that's the so let me ask you this, bro, because you be putting me up on game. Um, so like I'm trying to meet people where they at, you know, but it's like at what point do you uh when do you decide to disengage? Like when you say, okay, look, I tried. Like at what point? And I'm asking that because it's
When they're not taking your advice and you've tried a bunch. I feel like we all have our limits.
yeah.
When
But
it's
see,
your limit.
that's the thing, like the compassion. Like this is the battle I be having with myself because it's like I'm not the type of person like I'm not interested in trying to prove anything to anyone. Believe it or not, even like okay, I'm teaching. That's why I give it to people, like the information. Like, look, man, look, you can observe it for yourself. I try to put it in ways you can observe it, or I give it to you. Like, look up this, look up that. This is what this means. This you are always. I don't say believe in me. You can do all the work for yourself, but it's like I don't even know how to explain it. I don't even
Well,
know.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to help you there. For example, let me give you an example. Right. So what was that? 2 weekends ago, I was sitting there. I was going through. My mind was racing. It was going crazy. It was like, yo, this is a bunch of nonsense. This, that, and the third. And I thought about the word, and I was like, yo, the word keeps talking about this book of Enoch. Let me read the book of Enoch. So I'm reading the book. I'm reading the audio book. I'm reading and listening to it at the same time. And I'm like, word, how many chapters is in this thing? He's like 108 or something like that. I said, all right, cool. So every time I read a chapter, it's like my brain started slowing down. It wasn't racing. It wasn't mumble jumble, right? So when I got to the end, it was like real quiet. I was just processing the information to come to find out that a lot of the things that's in Enoch is it consumed the entire Bible. It's like they took the book of Enoch and spread it out through the entire Bible. You understand what I'm saying? Because it had Proverbs, it had Psalms, it had it, it
Revelation.
had it had Revelations in it, the
Now
book
check
of
this out.
Job in it.
Now check this
Yeah,
out. Do you know? Do you know? What was it? John equated? Is it John equated to the Book of Revelation? Um,
yeah.
do
John of
you know?
Patmos.
Do you know? Thomas, Peter, there's a couple other books of Revelation. Did you know that? He ain't the only one who wrote about Revelation.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of people that that, but that's the thing, right? When you take the time, when you got that fire, right? When you got that fire to encourage, let's just say the fire like me, right? I just started YouTube in October, right? So I can't feel what you feel because your year is not my year yet. So
Mm-hmm.
if somebody said, for example, when I did my last live the other day, I can't pronounce this lady's name. I think it's Nirvana, but she said
Oh yeah,
Mary B sent me. That's the encouragement that I need. That's the
yeah,
uplifting that I need because somebody said, you know what, he may be good for you. You know what, word may be good for you. You know what, uh, 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 D may be good for you, or Nate may be good for you. Somebody in this chat may be good for you. I'm going to refer you over there. And when that happens, and then they say, you know what, I subscribed, I understand what you're saying, I appreciate what you said. You don't know how much it'll help me. That's the thing that keeps me going. I understand your frustration because your frustration is a year old. Your frustration is that you know what you see the numbers, but it's still around a certain number. And then when you got those negative attributes coming at you, it's like, yo, I need to fall back. And everybody do need to fall back because when you on E, you gotta put your car back down and wait for you to get some gas. If you
That's
stuck on
right.
the road, you gotta walk maybe 5 miles. You better have a gas tank with you, unless you're gonna buy it there and carry it back. Everyone has that moment. Every one of us have it, right? Mine's just ain't here yet, even though it almost came. But you gotta keep going. You gotta let your consistency be just that consistent because once it turns into an inconsistency and then it turns into stagnation, you already know the rest. Everything gonna go downhill after that. So we have to continuously stay on the grind. Tay was, when Tay was doing her live, she was talking about, what she was going through. And then people was finally understanding what she was saying in the live that me and her was having that conversation about when she was talking about she couldn't manifest. I was
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, that's why, Tay, just take a step back. And then I was like, Tay, you know what I need you to do? I need you to stop the live, take this walk by yourself in nature to come with your conclusion, to come to your answer. And her answer was to stay off YouTube for a little while. And that was respectable. And like I told her, it doesn't matter what people think. If they rock with you, they're gonna respect your decision. If Word right now says, "Yo, I need 2 weeks off," we're gonna respect your decision. We are The rest of us was gonna try to hold you down to a certain extent, but your decision is your decision. So we're gonna respect whatever it is because we rock with you. We love you that much to say, you know what, Word need a break. Word is sitting there. He's trying to edit. Now he's trying to bring up content. Now he's trying to bring the group. He's trying to bring the nine together to have the conversation. But he don't even have the strength to have the conversation. All right, cool. Tay will probably come on and say something. Anti going. Shout out to Anti because she does the most, because she see two people down, she'll come up like, you know what? Let me go ahead and start the gamer channel. So now we can rock with gamer channel, and she's holding y'all down for a little bit. BDB doing what he needs to do with the games. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's doing what they need to do. Even Santino on the on the back end. She's like, yo, I may not be feel like doing this, but let me do a session with the food, and then intrinsic. She's coming with lessons at least
Mm-hmm.
every week to 10 days. She's coming up with something, and she's like, you know what, I'm doing this because these guys believe in me, and that's all it takes. The fact that somebody wants you to elevate is what's keeping a lot of us here. And so when you elevate, like you said, if you get better, we get better. Paraphrasing, of course, but that's what you mean by that. A better you is a better us. Because if you uplift, we uplift together because we're all working for the same goal, is to pick somebody up. And that's the thing that a lot of people is missing as far as, to answer your question, we're missing that because we got to come out of this selfish mode and become selfless. That's why me and you, we're 33s. We understand that a little bit more than a lot of people because a lot of people are still looking in their storehouse to become selfless and put the selfishness behind them.
Facts. Young Ria's in the building. What up, though?
Hey, what
Hey,
up?
Riaz, what up?
Hey, I feel you on that though. Because I changed the way I upload my stuff now. Basically, I do it slowly now. Before, everything I used to do is all at once, everything all in one day. And I'm starting to wear myself out. So I'm starting to drop it slowly. So shorts will be dropped slowly, slowly, slowly each day until the one day video come.
Riaz inspires me because he doesn't give up. He's like very positive. Oh, Gary dropped.
He dropped down?
Riaz,
Oh, Gary dropped?
yeah, he dropped.
He
I didn't
probably popped
accident.
back up. Yeah, his phone probably.
But yeah, Riaz, you don't give up. You're very positive. You keep coming back. And you have, like you have, I'm sure you have people that come at you.
Yeah.
No, I
And the
just
way you
ignore
handle it,
them.
I'm impressed.
Oh, thank you. Because look, I don't want to give them people the energy they want. They want a response from me, but I'm gonna give them the exact opposite. You think about it though, them people who do that to you, they want you to respond back so then they can keep doing it over and over and over and over and over again, and they want to drain it.
Oh man, but
So
you know what, man, and see, this is another reason why I try not to like get personable with people because like the people who fucking with Ria's on here, like that's some, I'm sorry, excuse my language, people, but the sick shit they like that's some weak ass shit, man. Like that's weak shit. Like I don't even want to get into that because that shit don't translate in real life. Like the way y'all teasing or fucking with Rhea, Like if he was my family member in real life, man, we have issues. I mean, for no reason because you can. Like, I don't like that bully shit. I do not like fucking bully, and I try not to get engaged with on here because that you know what I'm saying? Like it wouldn't like in real life that shit. I don't know, man. That shit is just annoying. How people come on here and fuck with people like y'all know what. And Riaz, he ain't got no handicap. Don't need no excuse he can take up for himself. But it's just when you talk about morals and shit, it's just some shit you just don't do. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know
Mhm.
Riaz got his issue and
I
shit. And that ain't no
definitely know.
excuse for him or he don't need
Right.
no handicap chip or nothing. But don't go
I'm
fucking with the
sorry,
boy if he
man. I
ain't
just want
fucking
to
with
say
you.
something quickly and then I'll let you continue, okay? This is what I was going to say also. So basically, in real life, if they kept doing that, if they did that to me in real life, my father won't leave them though. My dad won't leave them. My dad would pretty much, if my dad found out they did that to me in real life, my dad would instantly walk up to him. Not like basically attack him, but basically will like will have words with them. But I totally
Yeah,
get you.
man. Man, I would my nephew got autism, and you know, let somebody you will have a whole den of demons to fuck with. You fuck with him on some petty ass shit, doing this little fuck shit, man. That shit weak to me, man. I
Mhm.
apologize again. It's just like I said, there's some things on here y'all probably don't know. I mean, people got drops of him, like, and it don't even like that shit ain't even funny, and people laughing and shit at it. Like, y'all some. That's why I say I wouldn't like in real life. I wouldn't be around certain type of people. You
Oh,
don't
wow.
make fun of people like that, man.
Oh my, yeah, you're totally right though. That's why pretty much I decided to distance myself away from them and
And
to
and,
be honest. And
and
also I decided to ignore them also because they want me to respond. And if if they keep doing that, if I know I should basically stick up for myself, but then sometimes
but
when you do that though, it won't instead
but
of
see,
respecting you for doing that, they will basically do it again. So my way
and
to do this now is basically just be,
stay away from
who I
them. Stay away,
yeah.
and that's what I was trying to tell you. And I'm gonna be honest with you is that's why I had to distance myself away from you for that portion of time because I'm like Riaz won't stay away from him, and I'm not gonna be able to keep quiet. Like I'm gonna say something, and it's just gonna be a big shit show. So it was. That's why I'm just being honest, bro. That's why I had to pull back because I'm like, okay, you're not gonna stay away from these people, and I'm gonna say something. And
I've
if
seen
you
that a
ain't
lot.
staying away from them, then what? Why am I saying something? That's how I
Yeah,
was
I
looking
But
at
totally
it.
there's
get
good
that.
people too, though, that will rally, around Riaz too and
Yeah,
support him.
I
yeah.
know though. And basically, look, when you did that though, I respect that though. And when we discussed that and everything, slowly over time, I came to that realization myself also, It's not like I didn't take it personal because I already know, look, you're just looking out for yourself. If I was in the
It,
same position, I'd do the same also. So that's
and
why I
and I
totally
under,
understood.
and I understood, Riaz. You got a good heart, and you see the good in people, and you. But that's why I was saying some places you just need not to be in because you got a good heart. You like to see the good in people, but some people just ain't got good in them. And
Oh,
no matter what you do,
but
and just going around them, it's gonna be an issue.
yeah,
But
that made sense though. That made sense. That's why slowly now I've decided to like basically yes I'd be there sometimes, but not like in that type of space, not to random people, but that type of space. But basically, I'll basically dip out eventually. Basically, I go somewhere else where basically people who actually really appreciate me though.
And this is a life lesson, right?
Mhm.
This is something that it probably won't even seep in right now, but later on it'll make something like. But it's people who care about you, right? And the actions that you do not only affect you, but it can affect them. Because they care about you. So sometimes we got to take other people when we do stuff or interact with people. We got to take in consideration that the people who care about us too. I'm not saying that for YouTube. I'm talking about that's a life lesson. Like it's so many people who care. Like I'm gonna be real with you, right? I got a lot of family that's like in law enforcement. I got cousins that's federal probation officers, like the law, basically, right? And how like these people care about me. Now I'm running around in the street, and if something happened, you think these people who love me ain't gonna try to do whatever they can to make sure I'm okay? But by me running around in the street, dealing with these street people doing the street shit, because they love me, I'm putting them in jeopardy. My decisions, my actions, because they might lose their job trying to help me. They might lose their life trying to help me. They might lose their freedom trying to help me. And that's selfish of me. I had to learn that. Like, okay, these people really care about me, willing to crash out. Let me not. If they do it, let's make sure it's not because I was doing something stupid, right? Because they will do it regardless. Because they love me, they care about me. So no matter what, they go try to make sure I'm straight. So let me just make sure if it happened, it ain't because I did something stupid. I had to learn that.
Because at the end of the day, Riaz is gonna do what Riaz does,
Yeah, he gonna do
because
what he
he's a
do.
grown young man.
Exactly.
And that's
And
and that's the thing. And that's the thing about being around Riaz, right? We come to understand that his heart is always going to be in the right place, but he's still young. So sometimes, as young as he is, he may have to experience the lesson of don't touch the stove or find the consequences. He wants to touch the stove, but he's doing it for the right reason. But he's going to get the wrong answer. He's, you know what I mean? He's trying to be his kind, genuine self. But he's still wet behind the ears because of his age. He hasn't experienced what some of us have experienced. That's why I was just saying it earlier. Sometimes we just got to sit back and observe. If it can happen to the word, if it can happen to anybody else, it definitely could happen to somebody that's not attentive to what's going on around them, because they just trying to be that good natured person, and they're going to make his good evil spoken of. They're going to find something to poke at and poke at and poke at and poke at. Now, the best thing about it is it hasn't destroyed his character. That's the best thing about it. That means that the God that's in him, when he's doing the Ramadan, he's building faith in what Allah has given him. He understands that, but he also has to understand that with those strengths, it's going to be some negative entities that's coming behind him, and is going to try to strip it away from him. So he has to be consistent in understanding his surroundings. He has to be consistent with knowing that there are people that's not going to accept him as who he is. They may think of him as one way, but they only going to see the shortcomings instead of what his heart is pure of. So he's going to have to learn on his own. We can tell him whatever we want to tell him, but until he says, you know what, let me sit down and let it marinate and let that resonate in my heart and soul, he's going to do what he do, and the consequences may catch up to him down the line. Or we can do it. Listen, if you fall, we're going to catch you. That's the test that we all have to take. If I fall, is somebody going to catch me? He understands that somebody may catch him, but that may give him the encouragement to keep going forward. So a lot of it can be our fault, but all we can do is tell him to be careful.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense. Then you're right, though. Basically, what keeps me inspired of that type of response is basically the teachings of my prophet, though, and my faith. Because when I see the teachings of the prophet there, though, and how he basically behaved toward the people who did that to him, is because think about it, the prophet, what he's been through, and he and his father, what they've been through, and stuff like that, and how they treated him, but despite all that, he still remained who he was, and he still treated the people. He still treated the people the way he would, nicely, kindly, and despite everything, he still forgave them, though. And I look at those teachings and I admire them. So when I look at those teachings and I admire it, basically I'm trying to implement it, and I see how. the prophet behaved himself. So I looked at it, and basically, I'll try and apply it to the in a similar situation. I know it's not gonna work always, but might as well just try.
God
Well,
is
look,
D is in the building. Hey,
Hey, goddess.
can y'all make sure God is D? Hey, prayers ain't got us wrench. Oh man, hold on. I need God is D. Hey man, God is. I don't know if you've been live in a minute. If you have, sis, I apologize. Gary, you appreciate that panel over there, brother. I'm telling you. I don't know if you linked up with God is D, but we be having some good conversations over there, especially about like mental health. We have some good conversations over there. I think you like what you were saying earlier about and God is. I think you appreciate brother Gary's channel too. Make sure y'all link up, man. What was I? Oh, I got to switch profiles. I'm up here like, what am I? I'm sorry. I'm discombobulated right now.
yeah. Um,
I gotta find love. How
I,
do I find?
I was gonna say
Right.
something to Rhea.
Oh, go ahead, brother.
I'm trying to remember what it was because I just
It's
went and I linked put a link on the chat, goddess. But pretty much, Riyadh, what we have to understand is that even though you know, how do I say this?
exclamation point word. I think is Nightbot in the chat. I don't know if I got no. This ain't. Oh man, don't mind me.
I have
Okay.
Nightbot blocked and never knew it. So I don't see you can actually block Nightbot.
Yeah,
So I
you
don't even
can.
see Nightbot.
Yeah, I don't think I got Nightbot on this channel. I gotta do some things
What
over
happened?
here. Oh no, I was
You
about to. No, I was about to tell them they can drop their links. I wanted, but I forgot I don't have Nightbot. Nightbot dropped
I'll go
the
drop the link. I'll be
exclamation
right
point
back.
word.
I'll go do it.
Okay. Oh, I think no, Gary did. Gary dropped
I,
it.
I
You can say
I
it,
did
brother.
goddess already. I
Oh,
did
Yeah,
okay.
goddess. I got
yeah.
goddess.
Didi down there too. And I
Uh,
just gave prayers a stick too. I mean, so no, we handled down there, and then Ria's got one. No, Commander's on the panel. You're off the chat
yeah, yeah,
duties
yeah,
tonight.
yeah. You off chat duty for a second.
Yeah, you're off
I'm over
chat
here.
duties.
I'm multitasking. So,
Thank you.
well, but
I
Riaz,
can't change my avatar so people might not know it's me. The only one I have is that one, which was on there already. The itch don't kill my vibe. So sorry,
Don't
guys.
kill her vibe. Just don't
Itch
kill her
don't kill my vibe.
vibe.
but that's what you got to do, Riaz. You got to make sure that they don't kill your vibe. They don't kill your flow. Your flow is genuine, is authentic. We are not here to stop your flow. We just want the best for you. We want you to understand that, but at the same time, you 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 have to
I was gonna
you
say is I agree with you, and I've kind of gotten to that though. So basically, I took it slowly. So basically, right now, how I'm moving now with me is basically slowly. I'm basically, distance. Not at distance from the people who did that stuff to me. But I'm also doing that type of space as well. I kind of slowly distance myself though. So basically, I'm in totally somewhere else, which is better for me.
sometimes it's when we at our weakest, we become strong. We be like that. What is it? They say the raccoon that you got the raccoon against the wall or whatever it is, and it just fights for its life. We get like that sometimes. We just don't want you to get to that point yet because I'm afraid what you may do because you get your back up the wall. And this is
I
what people
agree.
don't understand. You know what I mean?
I
They don't get
I agree with you though 100%. That's why I basically yes, I agree with you, and I'm doing I totally agree with you, and I'm doing the best as I can to listen. I'm
and that's
totally
all we can
speaking.
ask for.
No, I get that though, but look, I'm saying it, I'm doing the best as I can because I know I'm like even though, and it's not basically excuses, but like I'm understanding that I did it, but like I have flaws as well, but basically I'm just gonna have to use what I have, you know? I totally get you on where, I totally get you on everything though. I agree with you 100%, no doubt. I'm just trying to, find ways though in my head to basically, use it to the best of my ability. Because with me is I create thoughts faster than I can process. So I have to because I totally get you on what you say. When you say what you say to me, I it's totally taken in and it's there. It's just that also in my mind though, too many thoughts is trying to figure out how to use the action. You know, that's just me understanding me.
Hey,
Hmm.
let me say this real quick, and I know this is off subject, but this is something I probably I'm talking to the nine on the background, but I want to say it here. I was hoping Tay or Anti come through, but I'm ready to start networking, bro. Like I'm not one of the people who just talk and say stuff because it sounds good. But when I say a better you is a better me, I'm talking about when I created the nine, I created it not just for the people who claim the nine, but for anybody who it can benefit. So you don't have to be in the nine to network and parlay with me. You may not have goods or services to sell, but if you're doing content, I'm literally trying to link up and create some dog ass content with people so we can help and reach people. So, God is, I'm definitely going to link up with you. I'm going to start reaching out to people because the way she construct her, and I will come on, you don't have to come over to my platform. I'll come over there. My whole point is this: I want to be intentional. I want to do shit on purpose. I want to be great intentionally. So, I mean, if there's a subject that I can tap into, I want to start bringing people on my shows, my platforms, and have conversation. But it just like when you move like that, sometimes I think is intimidating to people or something. I don't know what it is because there's been people I've reached out to, like, hey, let's do this, let's do that. They say yeah, it sounds great, but then when you start trying to put it together, it don't work out. Shout out to Cat Daddy because anytime I reach out to Cat Daddy, y'all see what we do. I gotta reach out to him. Um, but
They
yeah,
Yeah.
may not be ready. And also, I mean, I'm speaking for
mm,
myself, but maybe some other people wonder too, what kind of commitment does that entail? Being part of the nine, does that mean you have to be in a group chat? Does that mean weekly meetings? Like what kind of commitment does that entail?
like
They don't know what they're getting into.
and right, and I think we didn't. I think a couple shows, and see, I even told the girls we need to talk about that at least once a month because maybe somebody didn't catch the show, but we here to support one another. So being part of the nine, it ain't nothing forced upon nobody, but we do talk a lot. We meet up because if you need help with something, I want to be available to help you. you know. But being part of the nine, there's no weekly meetings, especially like the social media aspect. Is no weekly meetings. We do meet up every week. We talk every week, but it's nothing that it will put anybody in a discomfort. Or if you don't meet up, you getting lashes or some. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing like that. But as
Right.
far as the social media aspect, we here to support one another. We just doing it intentionally.
But
If you
everybody
need
has
help
to
with,
bring something to the table, right? Not
yeah,
just take, take, take. You got to
you
give as
you have
well.
to be able to stand
Hmm.
on your own first of all, first and foremost, because if you can't stand, is the people we got in it, they all leaders. They can hit this live button and rock a show by themselves. And you got to be willing to support other people like they support you. It's not just gonna be me jumping on a panel, but you jump on a panel. Like anti. Anytime I need a voiceover on something, I need this said. I need this. Who do you think do it? Anti. Hey, I need this number. I'm doing this show. I need this. You do the numbers. I need you to add this part of the show. Tay do it. They be like, hey, word, I'm going live and I'm gonna be talking about this. I need you on the panel. Okay. We just being intentional with it. That's it. It's nothing. It's no gang banging. Is no. But we do meet up, once a week and talk, in the group chat because we know, and it helps. We get a Discord too, so you don't even have to be in the group chat. You can be in the Discord, and that's just showing like, hey, we got this show coming up. I put some resources in there. I got banners and stuff. If you need a video, if you need something, let me know. I'll hook you up. BDB do the graphics. That we just being intentionally trying to help one another be great.
It's a support.
It's
It's like
Okay,
support
okay,
group.
it's like a
okay.
league of extraordinary supporters.
Nobody
But
has to get matching tattoos. Y'all don't have to
yeah,
get the 9% tattoo.
Okay, cool. That's cool. That's cool. I'm all in though. It's just that for me, I would, if it's official, it's official for me. I probably just got to ask the girls and everything that to make me official though, because for me, I'm all in.
all in like swimwear.
He's all in.
Hey,
The 9 all the time.
Yeah.
I'm in a doghouse, so you gotta ask. I'm just playing.
Look, the president is sleeping right now. Her hours is from 9 to 5. Please leave a message at the tone. Beep. But nah, but
But
that's why me, I rock with a lot of the people in the chat is because is the genuineness of the people here is what matters, right? Like I've never seen Command, like I don't even know if Commander got content, but the way that she flows, the way that she conducts herself, just in the chat alone, she's respectful. She's very humble, but she will shoot you down, right? And that's the type of thing that we need, that people need around them. And that's why for
mhm.
me, I had to I had to put her into my poetry conquest as far as who should get some poems or not. I don't know if she got it yet. I think they said I don't think she got it, but she
No.
has one as well because
I'll find
I
it.
think yeah, because at the end of the day, you got to give people their flowers, right? Like
Mhm.
I'm giving Riaz his flowers right now because he has to understand that we do love him, we do respect him, but we all he has to know that he is a genuine person. He is who he is, and that could never be forgotten. He will never be forgotten. If he just say, you know what, I don't want to do this no more, he can't be forgotten for what he's done, the support that he gives. Even when people are trying to sidetrack him, he's still going about his business. He's shouting people out. Even if he's in the chat for 10 seconds, he'll go turn around and share that 10 seconds that he was on your live or in your chat. So he gets the recognition too. That's what this thing is about. We're supposed to be supporting one another. We're supposed to be loving on one another, not in that crazy term that everybody else, them crazy people be talking about. Love is an action word, and everybody here does that in action. We support each other, whether we're in the 9 or not. Then, like you always say, word, the 9 is larger than what we think
Mhm.
because you're not in it. The surrounding body makes it an enlargement of people in itself.
And I want to say this too. To connect, to network, to do content, you don't have to be in the nine. If you got it paid, like I said, like Gary, you know, supporting the nine is look. Just support is great enough. It don't matter if you say the nine or not. Um, but I still want to be intentional. With creating content, with networking, because eventually we just gotta it's just time to move and show people. It's time to be the example, and it's time to make noise because we being unseen. Like what we doing over here is great. You hear so many people talking about, I wish I had somewhere positive to go where they ain't doing this, they ain't doing that, where actually content and all these people over here. Gary be doing some slamming live, man. I wake up. Well, I be woke already, but I had to end my session a couple minutes early just to catch because I was like, okay, he ain't gonna be on for no more than an hour. So I got to catch at least 30 minutes of it. So I end up in my session like 2 minutes early to catch that. But great content, motivation, inspiration, and education simultaneously.
He
And
had a really
that
good Mother's Day stream. That was
yeah.
awesome.
Hey, do you mind me sharing what you sent me, Gary?
No,
When you broke it down, okay.
it's
'Cause I
yours.
need to upload it.
It's
Okay.
yours. Nah, that's yours. That's why I give it to the people. I know what it is. I ain't got a copyright it. I know where it came from. You know what I mean? So
And
you do what you do with it. You know what I mean? If that's what you want to do with it, like I want to give realist one so bad, but I gotta hit realist up because I want to send it to his Instagram or something, so that way he can see his. Because I got one for him too. It's just the thing. That's what I'm saying. Like support is just not on this platform, right? Support is real life. You don't know what somebody's going through. Like I don't know what realists could be going through. That may pick them up, and it ain't no craziness. It's just genuine. Yo, I appreciate the things that you do. Realists go hard. Real,
yeah,
sometimes I feel like realist is a vampire for real because he don't be sleeping. I'm like, realist, do you go to
yeah,
sleep?
man.
I'm
Between
so
him and
happy he's
Nate,
back.
man, between him and Nate, I don't know. Yeah, I'm excited. Real's be going live now because after I end my live, I got somewhere to go. Yeah, I be in the bushes most of the time, laying in the bed, but I be in the shows. I don't be typing, but I be in there. That's why I can quote almost everything people be saying. Like I be in the Raptors chilling, but yeah, I can't read that because it's small on the computer. But it's a poem, and he broke it down. He broke the name down, the acronym, and into a poem. I don't know if anybody can read that.
I can read
Um,
this. I wrote it. What you talking about? I wrote it. All right, this is what it says though for everybody that's in the chat and anybody that catch the replay. I said transaction of information and hearing the rejection from others. Although you are selfless, people watching you excel to greatness. Opposed by senses and hate, received by those with values, destroying opinions all day long. That's what the poem is consist of. But if you are looking at it, all of the first letter of every sentence is highlighted, and it's highlighted in this particular case in the word's name, the word, right? So that's the things that we can do as far as, that's what I do, right? I want people to understand that you are being seen. And if you're being seen, this is how you're being seen in the eyes of an artist, right? We know that poems are art, music is art, and so on and so forth. So that's how I view the word. He's always giving, and he's always being attentive to other people. He's trying to excel to his greatness. You know, at first I wasn't going to do it because I was putting things like watching and visions and things like that. But I know the word, and I know he's not that sensible to what I'm saying. Meaning he's not going to get upset that I'm using
Get
words that may
offended.
oh yeah,
affect
no,
other people. So I understand that we have that understanding. So I can use things like that. You know what I mean? But like I said, this is just something that I wanted to give to him because, you know, in a particular time, in a particular season, sometimes something can butt up that you wasn't expecting, and it can give you or an encouragement that you didn't expect to have, and it just falls into your lap. The Bible talks about how manna came out of the sky for the people to eat. That's how I want this to be. Word being the raptures all the time. So I
oh,
wanted him to see this thing come from the rapture. It fell higher than him, meaning that there's something above him that wants him to be encouraged. And what I took upon myself to do, and I gave it to him, and I gave it to a couple other people that's in the 9% and outside of the 9%. Because like I said, I just think that people need to get their flowers. You know what I mean? And like Prez shouted me out on his live the other day because he was like, you know what? Gary, I didn't even know you were sharing my content, and I'm trying to tell everybody, what I gain for somebody, I want to give to somebody else. That's why I share Lisa J, and I share Prez, and I would share Intrinsic and other people like I just shared the Queen Motivations live. Because at the end of the day, if it's something that's positive, I don't want people to just see negative attributes. There's something that could touch somebody. We need to have that somewhere in the clouds, because all of this nonsense, I'm not with all of that. Like, if people understand what's really going on, like I have family on this thing that that they ain't doing right. I'll just say it like that. They ain't doing right, right? So I can't be the voice of reason for them, but I could be the voice of reason for somebody else. I could sit there and encourage somebody else, because what they're going through is what they're going through. And at the end of the day, I love them both, but they're going through what they're going through. It's nothing I can do about that. All I can do is continuously be me. If I can't help them, I can help somebody else. And that's what I do. I want to help. If I'm hindering somebody, I'm going to fall back. You ain't got to tell me to fall back, because I already know if I'm not helping you. That's why the word feels the way he feels. He feels like he's not helping. He's ready to shut it down, because that's just what we do. We want to
Mhm.
be helpers and not hinderers. And that's the difference between this particular set of people and those set of people on the other side. They don't care if they're not helping somebody. They might think they're helping somebody get through their day with nonsense. I'm here to say, you know what? Let me give y'all a brief conversation about confidence. Let me give you a brief conversation about no one has to be alone. Let me give you something to that extent, to where if you need something to y'all would say is preaching. I'm just giving it because I felt like somebody needed to hear it. If that's preaching, then I'm a preacher then, whatever. But at the same time, there's people that need these things. That's like, Shay Love. We love Shay Love because that thing that she be speaking, that comes from the heart. You can't tell her that's not genuine. You can't tell nobody's not genuine, because the passion that she pours out of it is something that'll touch somebody. Just her passion alone could encourage somebody. Those are the type of people that we need around here, not the people that just sitting here and just saying things to get likes and super chats and things like that. That's whack. I never had the intention to come up here to do this for monetary gains. I'm here. My monetary gain is for somebody to gain something of abundance, gain something, to add something to their storehouse. That's why I do it. I believe that's why Word does it. But he's not. His abundance is might be different from mine. I don't think it is, but for some people it may be. He wants you to prosper. He wants you to grow with knowledge and understanding and information. I want you to do that as well. That's why we can link together and have a conversation. And for some crazy reason, we may be sounding the same at the same time, which is awesome to me, but it may be difficult for other people.
I was just about to say something and I forgot that quick. Um, oh, bro, do you know I thought you just broke this down as an acronym, and then I realized it was a poem. And I'm like, hold on, man, bro got skills. Bro got skills he hiding. But no, what you saying is all fact too, bro. Is my abundance is I ain't gonna lie to you. I want people. Uh, you know why I want the numbers, honestly, so I can help other people with it, so I can help other people grow. I mean, I had to find a reason. Um, I had to find a reason to, I find different reasons to come on here and stay on here. Like, man, it's something, I don't know what it is, but it's something go pop and people will realize what I am. And when they do, they will be like, oh shit, what? I don't know what it is. My mom was just telling me that, like, when people realize what you actually doing. Um, yeah. But I'm I'm back focused though, bro. I got some shows coming up. I am gonna do more uploads, but the conversation, we gonna have some deep conversation, some mind tingling conversation because I am trying to go somewhere with this whole thing. You know, I'm trying to expand consciousness, trying to give people the information that can benefit them in their everyday life, bro. Like the conversations that we had, like I can sit up here and tell y'all to be doom and gloom and make people victim. Oh, the life is unfair. I can take that whole angle, but I don't. I try to speak life in people and empower, encourage people. But the stuff I say, it take work, you know. Accountability. We like to say it, but it's one thing to tell you to be accountable. Is another thing to teach you how to even be aware of when to be accountable. People ain't doing that. People coming on here telling you what you need to do, but not telling you how to get it done. So that's what I'm trying to do, bro, is to make you aware of some things like, hey, adversity. You know, Tay was just talking about it. We all experience it. I'm experiencing it now. She experiencing it now. But we ain't
Mm.
on here fucking with people and taking it out on other people because we in a bad spot. People do that all the time. You know, they go through something now. They want to make other people go through something because they down. They want to make other people feel down. That ain't what you're supposed to do, and that ain't what life is. You got to buckle down, um, ride the ride, and now you have a story to tell after it's over. You know, they can inspire or motivate other people.
Yes, some people will sacrifice their morals just to get the numbers and the views and clicks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes,
Then before you
That's
know
not even
it,
a
yeah.
sacrifice. Yeah, Commander.
Well, that means they didn't have morals to begin with, right? Or it wasn't as strong, I guess you could say.
Mm-hmm. I pretty much say you're resilient though, more resilient than strong though, because you built so much resilience though. You pretty much really, you can deal with that, and you never lose yourself while you do. That's why I describe myself as resilient though, because no matter how hard it get, I'm still gonna keep going, because I know to me I've got a lot of potential in there. And for me, I just rather express that being creative through my videos and how I make it though. I like to do music though. And with the music related content in the shorts and everything, I like to share the UK music culture. I know not as many people might know that, but that's kind of interesting for them to kind of learn as well to see, how it goes on in UK as well. I can share American stuff as well if you like, but you know, UK is my thing, and I probably when I share that UK music culture, I'm pretty much sharing to people different type of music culture they've never seen before, which is interesting. Even though sometimes they don't get the high enough views or no, to me that don't matter right now because I know someday they will gain traction someday. It's just not now.
Yeah, UK rap is it's different, something we're not used to. Do you have UK like subs?
Mm, I probably now mine is more of a mix. Yeah, I do have UK subs though. It's basically a mix between UK and America. Two of my biggest is UK and America, mostly America and UK together. So it's a mix. I got a mix.
What is this dude doing?
Is that the word?
He
Yeah,
over here playing people.
yeah, yeah.
yeah, so the thing is, Commander, I know that basically for America as well, though, when it comes to UK things and everything, you guys, find it hard to understand. Yeah, because sometimes they are quick, but I could find stuff, though, that basically, that's slower and you can actually understand them as well. They've got many different accents and dialects. It's like over 40, though. So that's as far as people from London most people from London are known for speaking quicker. That's why I pretty much learned how to speak quickly because it's kind of
No,
where I'm from.
Yeah,
remember my trying to
What?
put it right.
I see
I
green.
don't know.
That's all I see.
Word must be standing outside and he putting his feet in the
But
grass to get the electricity from the earth. Oh, you
Oh,
playing
is
with the
that what that
dog?
is?
No,
Yeah,
get off me.
but
Somebody playing with the dog.
mm,
But see, that's the thing, right? As far as when he says a better you is a better us, right? That if it's a better you, that means we got to help you become better. We have to
yeah.
all pitch in and do something in order for somebody to become better. You got to pitch in. If you see somebody at their weakest point, you got to help them to get strong. But you got to be confident that you're able to do such thing. And if you're not confident to do that, you're not going to be able to be effective in what your goal is in the first place. You have to be confident in what you're doing. Riaz is
Mm,
confident in what he doing his content. I'm confident in what I do with my content. Word is confident what he doing his content, and Commander, she's confident in whatever she do. So that's why it's an effective situation, because as long as you got that confidence, can't nothing hold you back. No, we can't hear you. Word. You
mhm.
want two channels.
Oh,
But that's the thing. There you go. Something come back. You coming back? One,
okay.
two, 1, 2. There you
Yeah,
go. You going in and out.
I was trying to show y'all my little baby, but
Oh, I saw the doggies. I ain't see no kids. I saw the dog.
that's my first. That's my first baby, my first love.
Mm.
Honey, come here. I was
And
trying
that's
to
what we do.
get the slide for y'all, but I know she ain't gonna do it. Where's your ball?
Mm.
Yeah, I totally
He in
get
the,
you on that.
he in the,
Wait, but
he in
you
the
know what? It just think is bad. Very much like some in, there's like in the lower levels in this UK grind students, but there's like people like 30 or 40 years old and they pretty much have not tapped into their potential. And you know what they do? Instead of basically working on themselves, they basically hate on the youth because they mad they never made it. They have kids, they have their own kids as well, but some of them, what they do is they basically, gatekeep or basically, say like, oh, they basically full blown hating because they're mad they never made it, and basically these young guys though are basically making it or basically taking opportunities they never took. And what they did when they were younger, them same people I'm saying, right? Them same, people in their 30s, 40s are UK drivers. What they did is basically waste their time doing something else instead of working on themselves. And when they make their videos, they don't look so good, you know? Instead, they just basically waste their time hating on someone who's younger than them, who's doing what they never did.
Look at that, right?
Yeah, that happens.
Oh, go ahead, man. I'm about to go back in. I just wanted to come out and play in the camera because I, I don't.
copy that.
Because
We
you
still here.
can.
I was about
Y-
to show you I'm anorexic too, so y'all can laugh, but somebody might clip it and try to make fun of me. But then I have a new tooth in 2, 3 weeks anyway. It's on its way. I got a new tooth coming.
But we gotta like it's 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 a lot we gotta do, man. It's a lot in order for this to work, right? If we're trying to make it work, we all have to come to an understanding of what the goal is, and that's to make it work. If we all do our parts, we could be a functioning body. You know what I mean? Somebody could be the arm, somebody could be the legs, somebody could be the fingers, somebody could be the toes. You know what I mean? All we have to do is find our place in the goal. If you find your place in the goal and you do your best and everybody does their best, the product will come out successful. It's
As
what you
long,
do in the role is what works.
as long as I get to be the eye.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Bad joke, bad joke.
no. I was about to say for you, that's Tay's decision. You still in the doghouse, so you got to chill out. That's why you wanted to show us the dog, but we ain't gonna talk about that because Tay ain't here. But that's all right. But that's just the thing that we have to do though. In all reality, if we're all gonna work together, we have to find out. We all have to find out what our what we're good at, right? We're not. If we're gonna strengthen our weaknesses, we're gonna find it. We gotta find it first. But let's focus on what we're good at first, and then we can build the foundation. In order to have a foundation, it must be at its strongest. We're not looking for a weakest part of the foundation. You got to start with the strongest part. So that's what we have to do in order for anything to be successful. Whether it's just conversating on YouTube, whether it's becoming real life friends, whether it's whatever it is, because however far this goes, the foundation must be solidified. So if we're gonna do anything, let's start with that.
Mm-hmm.
Word came back, or he left, or he's still fighting with the microphone.
But here, I'm trying to probably doing something. I don't know.
Mm, yeah, but
Nah,
that's
that's all
just
facts. My bad, man. My
no.
headphones thing fucked up.
Yeah, we got
But
you.
but yeah, that's what, bro. I've been trying. Um, is I think people think when you joining, like when you not even joining the nine, but just coming together to build something, people feel like they go take something away from them, like they losing something. And you're not losing nothing, you're adding something. When you come together, you add, not subtract. But I understand because how things are or the way people are. That's why I say I gotta be the example. People gotta see the stuff first to believe in it. So
They have to see the benefit.
hmm
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But
they
see,
gotta see the
that's the
benefit.
thing about it, right? That's the thing about you. If people want to see things in order to believe it. But if you have faith in something, you ain't gonna see it first. You gonna build it just so you can see it. It's a difference. But these people are so sight on things that they want to see things first. You can't always see what your faith has in front of you. You ain't always gonna see the finish line. You just know that there's a finish line. You just
And
gotta go towards the finish line.
you know what? It's gonna be another problem when it's built and you can see it. You will try to get in, and you have to realize you had to start on the ground floor. People don't want that. A lot of people they don't want to come in during the building process. They want to wait till it's done. But how's that fair to the people who was there building? So that happens a lot too.
But that's why you
African
got.
dream. African said it. He gave the best analogy for it. Um, I was supposed to clip that, but but my bad. Go ahead, bro.
No, I'm just saying, like at the end of the day, like nobody wants to. But that's why. All right, I'm gonna use you guys for an example, right? I don't care how many people becomes an official part of the 9%. It's always gonna be three of y'all at the head of the board. It's always gonna be you, Tay, and Anti. Everybody else get what they get from you three. You understand? Like if y'all had a percentage of voting, right? Y'all like right now, y'all all 33s in the third, right? So now you bring in Trinity in. Okay, whoever nominated her, they get some of that person's thing. You brought BDB in, they get that portion. Santina they get that portion. But it always going to start with you three because you are the chairmans of the board. Without you three, it can't even be built. So you have to accept that foundation. Nobody should be trying to step over toes or trying to supersede. That's not what y'all do. I'm just saying nothing should be rising above you three. You understand what I'm saying? That's where the foundation is. So once you understand what a foundation is, you keep going from there. All right, I nominate this person. I nominate Commander. I nominate Gary. I nominate uh D Shep. I nominate Riaz. I nominate Bronze. Whoever's nominating, if y'all agree with it, all right, now y'all have to figure out, okay, he gets this portion of the percents, and that's how it goes. But as long as y'all working together, the house could stand. If you start dividing yourself, the house is gonna fall.
Yeah, that makes sense though.
But why would someone not be a good candidate? Would it be someone that what is going to require more work, or that their
And,
channel doesn't align with your, I
and
don't
see
know.
that,
Well,
like, even like far as like not a good candidate, um, like for me, I believe, like I said, I believe everybody is a part of the nine. But if you, like Gary said, I believe you should not only be willing to receive, but be willing to add. So it's not even about like the person's channel. It's more about the person's intent to me. Like, are you intentionally coming into the nine to grow it, to help us build it, or is it something that you want from it? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you trying to take
right,
from it,
just
or are you?
takers.
Yeah, like, is this something like? Do you believe in what we doing? Like, we trying to motivate, educate, and that's why I say entertainment too, because everybody don't motivate, everybody don't educate, everybody don't inspire. Some people get gaming channels. You might have just a relax channel. You might have a vlog. Just sit back and talk. But as long as you embody that a better you is a better us. We trying to better ourselves. We're here for improving one another. We're here to build bridges, fill gaps. You know what I'm saying? Like a non-good candidate for the non. I mean, a person who won't be a good candidate is like someone who just owns some bullshit and beefing and don't have good intent to bring people together and grow. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That's just
Yeah, you
how I
don't
get.
want somebody causing problems within.
Yeah, and then to be
Yeah.
associated to the nine. Like if you're going
Hmm.
around here beefing and roasting and doing all that, that's not good for the nine. You know, that's not what we about. You know, you have to encompass what we about. You know, motivating, inspiring, educating, and having fun doing it. You can just play music all day. You don't even have to come on here and talk. As long as you create an environment where people can come enjoy. You know, they don't have to be worried about nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's what the nine is. It's tribal. It's family. It's growth. You know, we building each other up. We don't need nobody coming in tearing nothing down. You know, everyone needs work. You know what I'm saying? Me included. You know, everyone. We in the process of becoming better versions of ourselves. But I don't need nobody coming in no doom and gloom. I hate the world hate me. If you ain't trying to, get some of this love and support and be better, then this ain't the place for you because that's gonna be an issue.
Right.
I'm a,
Right.
I'm a, I'm,
No,
I'm
no
gonna be
selfish
nice
people.
today. Yeah, there you go. That's why I was going. Dang, Commander, you good. If you selfish, don't put the application in. Granny's gonna just shred it before she even looks at it. If it says selfish on it, she's shredding it ASAP. Shout out to Granny. We ain't seen her in a while. We missed her, but
Granny Sugar
she'll be
Gum.
back in a minute. Yeah, Granny up there doing dances and things. She ain't been to work in a while. I don't know. I don't know what y'all did to Granny, but she coming back. But
She's
that's the
ready for
thing.
the summer.
Yeah, she trying to get her summer body.
I
Yeah, but yeah. If you gonna be selfish, there's no need for you. I think that's the only thing that they don't want in their group is the selfishness. Because if you can be an individual and be selfless, so that's not the individualist part is not their problem. Their problem is going to be if you coming in there with a selfish attitude, they shutting you down before you go through the door, and that's understandable because if you trying to be if you sacrificing, if they sacrifice at the top, you got to sacrifice at the bottom. It that's just the way it goes. You can't just come in there like me, and I. No, if you a team, you a team. You remove the I. There's no I in team, and I think that's just that. I think that's their only. That might be their only rule if you want to be a part of the tribe. There's no. You can't be about yourself. You can't be as selfish as you want to be. That's not how this goes. If you ain't selfless, you may get rejected before entering. That's just my opinion. That's what I see from them anyhow. But I could be wrong.
I mean, ain't nobody, even me, I ain't nobody bigger than the program. I mean, I'm not bigger than the nine. I ain't bigger than every individual in here. So, if they need my time, they need my time. If they need my skills, they need my skills.
Yeah,
We here to
because
help each other grow.
we
Mm-hmm.
know you ain't bigger than the nine. You got demoted. So if you get demoted, then all things is available. All things is possible. So that's the understanding I got from the gate. Shout out to the president. I ain't gonna say their name because they ain't gonna come get me when they come back. No way.
Yeah, I didn't get booted to the doghouse. But yeah, I gotta man, we've been
Okay.
rocking for 2 hours.
Yeah,
Hey,
we've been on this.
are you serious? It don't even
Nate,
feel like we've been on
baby.
for 2 hours. Nate, baby, I gotta go catch up on Nate's content. But
All
let me get
right,
my
so I'm
butt
gonna
off
drop
here.
down. Yeah, let me get out of here. Yo, listen, y'all be great. Y'all continue to be great. Riaz, you continue to be a blessing. Commander, you continue to be a
Thank
blessing.
you.
Thank
Shout
you.
out to the chat and word. You already know how I feel, so it ain't even got to be said. But with that, I'm gonna drop down. I'm out.
I
All right.
I'm
appreciate you,
out
brother.
too.
I appreciate you, Commander. Hey, man, I had a Commander on the panel twice. Nana Boo Boo, y'all. She over here with me, not y'all. And I'm saying that to Tay, and I'm saying that to Anti. She hit my panel. Nana Boo Boo. Ria is always a pleasure, brother. Always a pleasure. We're gonna have to. I'm gonna do a show with you one day. I don't know what we're gonna do it about. We'll talk. We'll come up with something. But me and you gonna do a show one day, bro. I don't know what we gonna talk about. We could probably talk about we could talk about hip hop because you into hip hop. You could teach me some stuff.
Sure, of course, no problem though. I could probably what I could do though some days though is I could probably come up to your thing and when we discuss about hip hop, I could probably share explain to you like basically the how UK hip hop is and everything like that. Yes, I know about my American thing, but I could probably like for people that don't know about UK stuff though, I probably like to educate them on some things because like in the UK hip hop scene have a thing called road rap and you have grime. And sometimes what people do is they put them two together, which is not true. Because yes, just because something sounds grimy does not make it grime. Some grime is different. Grime is 140, and road rap is like basically, it's like a British gangster rap. So it's like a gangster rap, but then it has like grime mixed in. So they just mix in stuff. So it's like slow down, 40 beats per minute, and it's hype. So it is like reflection of its society. So there's a difference.
That, yeah, you can break that down and explain it to me because you be telling me stuff about UK rap that I
Yeah.
never knew, But I appreciate you, brother, for coming up and rocking out with me. I
Okay,
appreciate
no problem.
everybody for popping over here to Petty Vision. Appreciate y'all. Go put some type of content on here. I'm gonna grow it. We go grow this channel too. I apologize. Just had a rough day today. I've been running around busy all day. My head has been. I don't know if y'all ever felt pressure in your head before, and it's not a headache. It's just I got like tons of pressure in my head, my shunt. I don't know. Probably got to go to the hospital get it checked out. But um, yeah, I appreciate y'all rocking with me and tolerating me tonight. I know I probably wasn't my normal self, but uh, yeah, it's been a rough couple weeks with this. But I'm gonna get it fixed. Don't know what's going on, but we gonna figure it out. But as long as I'm breathing, I'm gonna be here doing this. So y'all know what I always say: care about how you feel. These are conversations to build nations. If I say anything to resonate with you, shout out to Gary, shout out to Commander, shout out to Riaz, shout out to Miss Tracy in the chat, Nate the Great in the motherfucking building. I ain't got no drops, bro. I ain't made no drops in a while. Not since I got demonetized. Once I get remonetized, I start making some more. But yeah, we gonna have a drop off one day. We have a me and you, Nate. We gonna have a drop contest one day. But shout out to all the people who came over to support your boy over here. We just getting this rolling. I am go get a format, where we get the actual, petty discussions going on. I'm gonna pick some news clips. I appreciate you, Commander. Yeah, I'm gonna get it together. I'm gonna get it together. Um, I'm stubborn, man. I don't like going into the hospital, but sometimes you need to, right? And the only thing they gotta do is adjust, the settings on my shunt. But it's just a process, and I gotta go, and I don't like going through it. But I need to. I need to get it done. I need to stop playing. Because I've been dealing with this for like 2 weeks now, and it ain't getting better. So, but yeah, I'm gonna get that. Definitely get that together. But I'm gonna create. I got a whole format that I want to start implementing over here. It's just I got a lot going on at once. But we're gonna get together. We'll have some good, entertaining, fun shows over here. I got a gaming channel too. I only can play mobile games, but right now I'm playing Warframe. Y'all probably ain't interested in that, but um, yeah, I'm gonna get everything together, get everything going. But I thank you, Didi. I appreciate that. I'm about to feel better in a minute. Once I got this. I don't know if y'all into herbs, but I got some chamomile, some lavender, dandelion root. Is these things called black cumin seeds, some burdock root. So I'm about to get down with the get down. It's about to make a good relaxing tea. Um, and I was about to fire up the fire pit, but I realized it's 3 in the morning, so I'm not gonna put the fire pit on. I'll probably do that tomorrow. But maybe I sit by the fire pit one night and we'll have some scary stories and tell them about the fire. But I appreciate y'all, man. I ain't gonna hit no outro. We just gonna end it. But y'all take it easy, man. Y'all be safe and have a good night. Don't dream about me.